Capricorn, hi, this is your April 2025 reading and what to expect. Amazing energy you are embodying in April as the star card in the middle of your spread here. This is creative projects, opportunities. This is a renewal in your soul, you restoring your faith in humanity again. There's truth, there's order, there's justice, balance, and you feeling so wholesome. All of your dreams are starting to come into fruition here after a period of not having clarity. You know, there may be a new life you still are birthing into existence as you are healing and you're loving the energies and the unclear parts of yourself. Like, you know, you're not judging yourself anymore. You've let it go. That's what this star card to me is. This has a lot to do with, you know, not having such a heavy heart anymore, and freeing yourself of the chaos. And underneath that, you have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Both came out in reverse. So this, for some of you, could be either about a partner in love, a job, a situationship, whatever it is to you, it's energy. But I feel for a lot of you that I'm reading for, this is a relationship, or your approach to relationships in the dating world. You're no longer wanting to hurry and be careless and impulsive. You're starting to make progress in the way that you're handling your passionate self. You know, that like you're stepping into personal power basically because of this healing that you've been working on since February, actually, for a lot of you. And in the past, it was, you know, there was emptiness. There was like a lot of like feeling like you were trapped in a maze, and this it was hard for you to feel connected with your soul. And something broke that down in the recent past for a lot of you, where you stop projecting your emotions and your fears and insecurities, and you know, you freed yourself from that mental prison, and there was a death of the ego there, and you let go of the origins of things, meaning, you know, the truth it was not outside of you. You realize you started putting effort, you know, into your work. You started pouring this into, for some of you, you're studying or learning things, or just about learning about yourself. You know, whatever you did, it brought you to see, you know, that the reason for the breakup, for the separation, for the ending of that cycle in your life, right? Or that relationship. And it's moving you forward into Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, and then Ten of Cups in reverse in the future aisle here. And what I get from that is you're not going to jump in anymore in any environment, in any situation, Capricorn, where love isn't given and received and allowed to grow. In other words, you're valuing your emotions, you know, with patience this time. You're doing things, you know, where you're taming that impulse. You're not impatient with yourself anymore. And this is helping you to not just act restless and unfocused, and you're not going to be burnt out anymore. Like, there's an intention of direction and humility. And with the star card energy that you are embodying in April, there's a lot of physical determination in this energy to remain young in your body, mind, and spirit, and your ability to see things with fresh eyes. That's why I love the star card, because it's always, you know, future thinking, pushing humanity forward to their higher consciousness. And I think, you know, you do overthink things wherever there's a lot of air in your chart, and wherever, like, if you could be looking at missed opportunities, you know, I think you're going to get past this. You're going to devote yourself to learning, you know, like, this is life. You're not going to be arrogant about it. And like, you're starting to read the signs. You're starting to really, instead of getting in your head, you're going to get in your spirit, in your breath, in your soul. Like, you're going to go deeper. And I think some of you might want to protect this solitude. You're going to seek some solitude, and focus intently on your inner life, even if it's for a weekend or a day. Like, you want to just, a part of you wants to hermit and withdraw from society, to gain some wisdom and to connect to your higher guides, and I think this is going to help you to achieve the Ten of Cups in reverse, which is a card that I truly love to see in the reverse, because it shows me that you are directing your great passion and devotion, and appreciating for something or someone towards the things that you love, towards your own development, right? Where your dreams are going to continue to be the front and center. You are going through a massive awakening with the Hangman in reverse. To me, that's like a long-awaited arrival of these uploads and downloads and transmissions that you're getting. Like, there's redemption. There's a safe passage, like, into consciousness, that you're no longer doubting. You're trusting your higher self. It's beautiful. It's you really, two of wands is stepping into your personal power here. I love this for you. I really do. And it's going to lead you to union and partnerships, and whether it's love, romance, business, creative endeavors, it's going to move you into more aligned soulmates, and these soulmates, that are not pretentious, that are not surface level. You are going to be appreciated in these connections, and they'll also be healing. And like I said, it's more of an environment where there's a reciprocation, there's balance. People value you for who you truly are on the inside, because you started stepping into all of that within yourself. And once you understand what's happening in here, it's very easy to see what's happening out there, to understand what's happening out there. So I think that's the focal point for you. And this is something where I think you're an expert at. You're able to, your ability to communicate knowledge and experience, skill and wisdom to other people is also the main focus, and you're going to be seen for that, starting in April and on. If for some of you, you've been doing it, like you've been feeling this since last February, and I think you're really making right decisions with following your inner calling, and you will have your moments. We all do. We're gonna have high and low lows when we are in this spiritual path, but you're gonna bounce back from it quicker as long as you stay out of your swords energy, right? And take that moment, take that pause, take that breath, and you will be, lots of meditating, lots of going within and connecting with your higher guides and your higher self, as depicted in the Four of Swords here. So especially when you're feeling doubtful and feeling like you don't have control of things, it's really not about control. It's more about being in alignment. So I'm going to now pull you an astrology card. Capricorn. Oh, I said card, but 3 came out for you. I'm going to take them all. Okay, so in reverse came out mutable, the mutable sign. So this has to do with fluid energy that's impossible to articulate. So this is going to challenge you as you're healing, right? And apply this. It's all about application. So wherever, if you have any mutable signs in your chart, that could be Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Pisces. This has to do with, how we handle, like, for example, the end of each season. We are now approaching the end of the winter season, and in just a few weeks to head into the next spring season, right? So there's always that little gap, the in-between worlds feeling, energy, and that is what you're going to be experiencing. Like in the autumn, leaves are about to fall, right? The energetics, the fluidity, the adaptability, and being feeling like wishy-washy. Like that's totally a normal part of this cycle. So you're going to be asked to explore a little bit deeper about more into a non-attachment and exploring the balance between connection and letting go. And you don't have to cling so tightly to an identity, to an idea, or to a person or situation. And it doesn't mean avoiding intimacy either. This means stepping more into love and not fear, and that it's safe to let everything go, that everything true and authentic, which is love, is real, right? So the next card you got, astrology card you got, was the South Node. And with that, the South Node, they say, is the tail of the dragon, right? It represents what your soul's moving away from in this lifetime. And this dragon is a karmic axis, an imbalance you have incarnated to heal. So your soul aches, just like the star card, clarifying that. To leave your South Node because you've spent previous lifetimes stuck in that space, so much so that you have underdeveloped its opposing realm, and you're it's like an emptying. That's what I feel, right? With the South Node, you're entering into that current where you're finding your balance and your peace and your fulfillment, and that's inner peace, and that is contentment, and that is non-attachment, and that is that is where the unchangeable current is carrying you into the opposite direction. So whatever this unexpected ending or breakdown or breakthrough was in the past, you might have clung on to that for a while out of fear. So now that's leading you to the total opposite, right? Which is your North Node, and North Node, I'll get into that another day because I'm still learning about it myself, but it didn't come out for you. The other card was conjunction. Now conjunction is when two planets sit 0 degrees away from one another. They are deemed conjunct. So this means symbolically that they merge together. Their energies are experienced as one. So that could be like your yin and yang, balancing, right? For example, two colors, right? When you mix blue and red side by side, they seep into one another, and what you see is purple. So while the blue and red still exist, they're indistinguishable, right, from their new combined form. So the same is true about planets involved in this conjunction, right? It's a union, a merging, a coming together, where you're coming together with more supportive partners, as I channeled in your reading, more complementary expressions you're manifesting, like your teammates, people that are going to help give you that positive boost. Especially if the conjunct planets are very different, they're going to require mindful integration to remind you that you're exactly where you need to be, and that's exactly kind of matching everything that came up in your reading. I hope this made sense for you.